in the NCAA Tournament.
They will be a 5th seed, and they will play Oregon on Friday afternoon. Here to break down the bracket and the Badgers' chances at a deep tournament run is Jim Rutledge from ESPN Madison. Jim, good morning.
Good morning.
It's been a while. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Want to start here with Oregon and then maybe shift our focus to Wisconsin, because a lot of people probably haven't heard much about this team, but they are on quite the hot streak. I mean, I heard some commentators call them the hottest team in college ball right now.
They won 8 in a row.
Yeah,
I mean, they had to win basically all 8 of those probably to make the NCAA tournament. Pac-12 is not a great conference, but they did end up with 3 teams with Oregon making it. They play really good defense. Obviously, their coach, Dana Altman, has been there a few times. They're an experienced team overall as far as getting to the tournament. So it's going to be a tough battle for the Badgers. They play like Wisconsin. They play really good defense. They're going to play tight games. And anytime you have a matchup, especially in a one-and-done situation where you're going to be playing tight games, well, then you're going to be suspect to lose. Especially
if somebody's riding the energy, too, into the tournament.
Wisconsin's coming off this loss to Michigan State. What do we need to do to make sure we're ready for Friday?
It sounds really simple. They just have to play their best basketball. Kobe King has to be aggressive. Brevin Pritzel has to be aggressive. Ethan Happ has to figure out his shot a little bit as well as far as putting the ball in the basket. Reaver's missing all of those shots against Michigan State. It's not going to happen again. Trice has to start knocking down the shots. When the Badgers play at their absolute best, they can be a Sweet 16 or Elite 18. Maybe they could beat a Virginia. I mean, that's the positive side of it. Oregon, Kansas State, and Virginia all play styles that if the Badgers had to play them, they could make a run and beat all those teams. Sure. But they're also really good teams, and these are all going to be close games, so I think they're going to be a bunch of 50-50 games for the Badgers.
I mean, what needs to happen in the next few days mentally for this? For me, it just seems like something was off mentally throughout the whole Big Ten tournament. I mean, you talked about all these, key players missing key shots and open good looks.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could get into their heads. I'd be a millionaire to be able to decide what they're doing. But they played great against Iowa. They feel really comfortable at home. They have to figure out how to feel comfortable away from the Kohl Center and play that type of basketball. Because if they play how they played against Iowa on senior night, that team can go far. The up-and-down team that played against Nebraska wasn't a bad game, but they have to play better consistently throughout. They just have to get back to the brand of basketball that they've shown they're capable of playing. Now, how they get there, I think they just have to kind of reset it and look at maybe the start of the tournament as a new season, and maybe that gets them some fresh energy.
Yeah. Looking ahead, who's at the top of your bracket? Who's winning?
I don't have it all set up, but Duke is probably going to win it. I would, no matter how you're going to break out your bracket, I'd probably pick Duke at least in the championship game. Zion Williamson is a whole other level, so I would pick him and that team to win the whole thing. Besides that, I mean, North Carolina could be there. There's some other teams, but Michigan State, a lot of people like Michigan State.
Sure,
they got, and maybe this is the year Gonzaga does it, but I haven't really gone through my bracket completely, except I do know that Duke will be in the championship game.
Zion Williamson is unbelievable. Yes. That kid is crazy. And again, this South bracket just has a ton of competition for Wisconsin, even if they make it past today. So we'll be rooting for them, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Cross some fingers. Thank you, Jim. It's always good to see you. We'll see you again soon, I'm sure.
All right, 6:19, almost your time now. If you've noticed more robocalls coming into your cell phone lately, well, you're not alone.